Hey, coin folk, welcome back to part 2 of the Buffalo Nickel sort and search. We have officially emptied out our bowl that we had them in. And first things first, you don't want to hire me as your Buffalo Nickel sorter because we found all kinds in our bowl of what was supposed to be 30s that weren't. We had 1920, 24, 25. 26, 27, and 29 Philly, and one 1926 San Francisco, which was a pleasant find. Tougher date here. Not in the best of shape, but still a nice coin to have. So we'll have to go back to our 20s and put them back in, but I'll get to that later. All the rest of this are 1930s. Well, not the stuff back over there, but from the rolls kind of forward here. The piles, they make sense to me, but I'll explain as we go along here. This kind of top section up here is all our Phillies. So we got 1930, 34, 35, 136 there, 37s. But all these rolls up here are full rolls. These are 35 Phillies. All these are 36 Phillies. Or wait, one of them might be. No, I can't remember. I think one of them is 36 Denver. Oh Lord, what did I do now? Yeah, that one there, 36 Denver. All right. And then 37 Philly on both of those. So. And then we got this little group here is the Denvers. We got 35 or 34, 35, 36, 37, and just a few 38s. Sorry, I got off camera there. And down here are San Fran's. We had just one 1930 San Francisco. Not in the worst of shape, so that was a good find. And then we got 35, 36, and 37. Just a few out of 37s out of San Fran. So by far the most we have is the 36 Philly, but and 35, 36, and 37s overall. But that's not necessarily a terrible thing. There's all kinds of good varieties to search for in there. I think all the 35s and 36s have at least one Cherrypicker variety. 37s, I think it's just the Denver, and we're not expecting to find a buffalo missing some leg parts, but you know, we gotta look, right? So let's jump in. Find anything along the way, you will be one of the first to know. So let's go. We're off to a decent start on our 1930s here. We got a 1930 Philly under the scope, and we got FS 102. We got a little bit of doubling right here on the feather, and then some on the eyebrow here, doubled underneath there. Not in the best of shape, and this must be a fairly common. I don't know why the light's so bad. There we go. It's a little better. Because it doesn't appear to have a whole lot of extra value to the coin, but that's alright. It's still fine. Didn't really expect to find much of anything. You figured by this point everything's probably been searched through pretty good, so we will gladly take it. Add that to the board of finds and keep on going. Let's go. Got ourselves a 36 San Francisco under the scope here. And while I'm not good at mint mark or repunch mint marks, this one I can handle. Got a super strong one here. It's FS 501. Oop, zoomed way in on it. You can easily see your secondary mint mark all underneath there, kind of up in that little void on the northern mint mark, I guess. You can see a little bit in there. Be able to see a little bit better if the coin itself was in a little bit better shape, but not too shabby. Or second Cherrypicker variety out of this little nickel purchase. I will gladly take it. Let's keep on going. See what else we can get. Back with 36 Denver under the scope here. Looks to me, anyways, like we have RPM 10. You can kind of see a secondary mint mark, kind of just more towards the top half of the east side of the D there. At least I believe. I don't know. Could be wrong, but that's what it's looking like to me. It's a little tougher to tell when you got these well circulated examples, but I believe that's what we got. So, thought I'd share it. Jump back in. Let's go. Alright, we're back here. We got a 37 Denver. We're going to take a look at on the scope here. I believe we have RPM number 6. If I can get down there. There we go. See a secondary mint mark kind of off to the east here. And positioning of the mint mark and everything looks about right as far as I could tell. Not the best at RPMs, but I'm working on it, so let me know what you think. But I believe we have RPM number 6. So let's jump back in and see what else we can get. Back with another 37 Denver under the scope here, and I think we have a second repunch mint mark. Just kind of right down in this area, you can see a little bit. It's fairly worn coin, so it doesn't show up the best, but I believe it would be RPM number 9, I believe. Had to look at the screen to remember which one I was looking at. So, but again, chime in if you think I'm incorrect or don't know what the heck I'm doing. Let me know. I will take no offense. Trust me. But keep on going here and see what else we can get. We got a 37 Philly under the scope here. It's got a pretty decent clash. You can kind of see right under the chin here. See the U on the bottom of the N there. Maybe some more kind of to the east of it. That's where unum from the reverse would be clashed in right under the chin of the Indian there. Looks like there might be a little evidence of it in the back. No, this line here coming through, possibly and up this way. Doesn't show up quite as well on the back, but still a cool little find. Shows up pretty darn good on the front, especially kind of right in this area. So pretty cool. Didn't really see any where else on the offers that was showing up, but pretty strong right there. So we'll gladly take that. I'm gonna keep on going, see what else we can get. Alright, so we're down to our last group of coins here. Sorry if anybody's a little OCD, but I did these out of order just because I had so many of the 36s. But we got with these 4 rolls, 2 tubes that are a little over a roll each. I just put as many as fit in a tube, and then a couple little stragglers. But hope for some good finds. There's a couple DDOs and a DDR on this that is worth looking for. So I'm gonna jump in and hopefully we find one or 2. Who knows? Let's go. So we're going through this mountain of 36s here, and I think we have FS 101. I'm not positive. It's fairly well worn. I'm trying my best to kind of match it up, but you got pretty extreme extra thickness there in the date. And then up here in Liberty, mainly shows up towards the top, which unfortunately is fairly well worn, but it's really thick up in the top here, kind of on all the lettering, and then extra thickness down here on the L, crossbar of the L there. Let me see if I can get into the pictures here. I tried to take some pictures of kind of different examples. So we have this here, which is the one we're looking at for doubling.
and then kind of a normal version of it, back and forth. And then same with the date. We got the thicker one here, and then a normal date there. So I want to say it's FS101, but it could be DDO number 2. I don't know. I can't decide. I wish I wasn't so worn up here. It would be a little easier to distinguish, but let me know what you think. I would gladly take some advice on this one. I don't know. But it's definitely doubled. We know that, but just not sure which one. So we're going to keep on moving, and we'll come back to it later. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of a flashback here. This is that coin we were looking at that I was thinking was FS101. Now I'm thinking it's not. I think it's DDO number 2. So we had that one, and we were comparing it to this one just for kind of comparison's sake. And now we have found this one, which I'm pretty sure is actually FS101. It's kind of where I'm looking the most is this bottom part of the L. See how thick that one is? And then where are we at? This is the regular one. And then this is the one that I'm thinking is DDO2. Regular and what I believe to be FS101. Again, I will gladly take any insight or advice, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at. So I don't know. I'm still confused. I've been looking at these for like a half hour now, so I don't know. But definitely both doubled. That's all I can say for sure. I'm only seeing 2 DDO listings, so I'm not real sure, to be honest. I guess we could take a look at dates. Where we at here? Got this one here. Definitely looks pretty thick, especially down at the bottom of the 9 and that 6 and the bottom of 3. Compared to, let's see where we need to go here. That's the regular date here. And then that first date we're looking at would be this one here. So I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to it later. Maybe, who knows? But for now, I'm just gonna keep on moving. Set these couple aside, and I'll come spend some more time with them later. But all right, folks, let's keep on going. We're nearly done. Just got I think a little more than a roll left to go. So let's go. So we finally reached the end here. Got buffalo nickels everywhere on the table, but we're gonna have to get them sorted out. Just kind of as far as I'm concerned, the finds of the hunt outside of the, just some of the better date stuff. We had our 1917 Denver with the 2 feather variety. Our 1918, which is a maybe. I don't know. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. We had our 1930 Philly FS 102. We got our 236 Philly DDOs. I still confused on them a little bit. I wish they were in a little better shape. Might help me kind of decide what I got there, but we'll have to figure that out. Let's see, what do we have here? I'm trying to remember which one was which here. We had, I think this one was just a, I can't remember. It's a repunch Mid-Mark. I don't remember if it was a Cherrypicker variety or not. On the 36 Denver here. This one we know for sure is a Cherrypicker variety. It's the 37S with the pretty noticeable RPM. We had our 37. This is the one with the nice little clash down underneath the chin here. And then 2 37 Denvers with minor RPMs on them. So, all in all, pretty cool hunt. Can't be mad. I think next month I'm going to a coin show. Well, I know next month I'm going to a coin show, and I think I'm going to try to search out and find find an album for the Buffalo Nickels, and then we'll have to come back to all this stuff and see how much of a set we can fill out just from this one little hunt that we did. So that's it for this one, folks. Hopefully, it was somewhat enjoyable at least. I know I learned a lot, and still need to learn a lot more, but it was fun. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.